Welcome once again to the Zach Carpenter Show here on the Bear Network. I'm your host, Gary Omby. All our shows are recorded here in Studio H12 on the campus of Bradley Central High School with Mr. Gwen Shroyer students making all this happen. Being joined now by our head coach, Zach Carpenter, as we mentioned, and he's got a couple of guests. We'd like him to go ahead and introduce both of them, please.
Got two seniors with me, Marion Taylor and Hunter Fields. Both of them have been with us for 4 years now. So.
Wow, so that's great when you have that consistency there. Let's talk the players first. Since our last show, we've played 8 games. Most every one of them on the road. I mean, we're road warriors. There's no doubt about that. 3 up at Knoxville, which didn't go exactly our way, and 3 down at the Best Prep, which we really played strong down there, played good. Had a couple of blowout games and had a tough game with Tyner, but we won the game. We had a chance to, and we did make up for the 1-point loss to McMinn County up there at their place. And we had the big shot by Hunter Fields at the Tyner game there with 8.7 seconds to go, I believe. It propelled us to win there, and had a lot of effort from a lot of guys. You know, it comes down to the guy who hits the last shot's the hero. Or if he missed that last shot, he's the GOAT. And that's just the way it is, you know, human emotion, that's the way it is, you know. It's not the guy's fault that he missed a shot, because a lot of other things happen during the game.
Oh, yeah.
Leading up to that with other missed shots and turnovers and things like that. And you've always emphasized multiple times on our shows, it's the little things that win games.
It is. You know, that first possession of the game is just as important as the last possession. You know, the things that happen early on, they don't get as much attention because it's not right down at crunch time, but those are just as important as the late possessions as well.
It all accumulates and adds up there. Going back to that Tyner game, I happened to think to bring the score sheet in there today. We had too many turnovers, 21 turnovers.
Yes.
But we offset that with 38 rebounds, and they only had 14. And that's incredible margin of rebounding difference when you have a team of Tyner, who's traditionally a very strong program in Chattanooga area.
Yeah, that was a great win, and we were able to steal those extra possessions. I don't know, I think we had 20 offensive rebounds that game.
Yes, we did.
Or
yeah,
18, something like that.
18. Yeah.
So we were able to steal some extra possessions, get some easy putbacks, but you know we can't cough the ball up like we did, especially going into halftime. We had 5 straight possessions with turnovers. That 14-point lead went to 5 in about 1 minute and 20 seconds. So those are the areas that we've got to clean up and improve on, and just calm down when the game starts flowing like that. We got to take a deep breath, calm down, and just play our game.
Sometimes just get caught up in excitement, the adrenaline's flowing, and you just want to push it faster and faster, and you're playing into a problem there. Usually, sometimes you do that, but
well, you know the flows of the game change constantly.
Yeah.
So you know we had a good flow going, and you know we were able to make some plays, and they turned us over, scored. At that point, we still have that mindset that we just need to go instead of slowing down and taking a breath.
Well, going back to the Tyner game there, obviously you had the big shot there at the end, but Marion, you guys, what was the difference between playing the 3 games at Knoxville versus the 3 games down at Chattanooga State? Anything there that comes to mind? I mean, you took care of business and made things happen your way.
Yeah, I think our chemistry and us locking in was a big part in chat. Like we went on like a 6-game, 5-game win loss streak, so we needed to lock back in when we played in that tournament against Prep.
Well, 5 losses and 5 straight wins now with the win last night over McMinn County. And the coach said something on the radio interview, I guess Monday night. The team's really playing together now. I mean, something's I don't know what it is, but down at Chattanooga, you played really good. Had a lot of assists. So we had 15 assists in this game against Tyner. I don't have the sheets from last night or Monday night, but it makes a difference, you know, when you're sharing the ball and finding the open man and making it happen with the best shot.
It does. You know, at times early on in the season, we were pressing a little bit, taking some shots that we shouldn't be taking, making some plays that didn't need to be made, and trying to do things like that. But, you know, these guys have done a great job of coming together. You know, the team's gotten a lot tighter the further the season's gone. You know, I thought that we started to see the steps when we went to Knoxville. You know, playing those really good teams.
Yeah.
And we had to come together to be able to compete. Now they didn't go our way, but I could see the growth and the direction we were headed. And I think that's what you see in the last 5 games.
Going back to Monday's game, McMinn County, they beat us by 1 up there. It was not easy, even with Reese Frazier out of the game. You know, he got cleared Monday. He could have played Monday, but hadn't practiced. They said they held him out. I think he's going to play their next game this Friday, they told me. But Marion, it was a struggle. I mean, we had a 10-point lead, 18-8, I think it was, early on. then they come roaring back and they take a lead, and you know, I'm not giving up on the game. Think, dang, this is going to be hard to overcome this because you keep digging that hole a little deeper and deeper, and there's a point you can't dig out of that hole. But we figured out a way to do that, and a lot of good things happened for us there.
Yeah, it was. You know, they had a good game plan going into it. They put us in ball screens, and we had to over-rotate. And they've got really good shooters around.
Yes, they
and that's one of the things. You know, they beat McCauley last night.
Oh, did they?
But you know, they were able to put us in rotations and find their shooters, and they stepped up and made shots. They hit 11 of them. So their game plan, and they were very patient on the offensive end. They made us work on the defensive end and didn't take bad shots. They found the shot that they wanted, and when they got it, they stepped up and made it.
Well, Mullins, you get that ball to him, and he's got such a quick release. You know, once he touched that ball, he's shooting it. You know, you don't have time to react. And we had different guys working him. You got in foul trouble and eventually fouled out there during that game. But hey, you do what you can do and try to take care of business.
I don't even know if he broke a sweat that night.
Can you defend yourself on that?
No, I can't. I don't think I did. It was there probably 12 minutes.
Let me ask you this. Do you play other sports here at Bradley?
Yes, sir. I play tennis.
For Coach Elrod, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. For Marion, basketball only for you here? All right. Both are seniors. Do you want to play at some level in college, either one of you?
Just I want to play in college.
Do you? Well, I hope you can, and you know it's there for you, the opportunity. And Hunter, you like to play in college if you can?
If I can, I would love to. Why is that funny? I would love to play tennis in college.
Yeah.
That's like, I would love that. That'd be amazing.
Well,
Working on it.
It's up to you. You know, it's up to you.
Yeah.
And I asked you earlier. Tell us something about yourself that most people don't know. That your hidden talent. What would it be?
I play the drums at my church.
Yeah.
Really?
I'm pretty talented.
See, Coach didn't even know that. See,
You didn't know that?
No,
You
I
didn't know that?
We didn't know that.
No.
you should
Tell
come to my
nobody
interviews more
about
often,
the
Coach.
I know.
Yeah, I play the drum. I can play the piano.
There you go.
I wish I could play the bass.
What?
I've tried.
What'd you do, lessons?
I had piano lessons when I was little.
Okay.
I've
So
never
did
had
I.
drums
So
lessons.
did I. I can play the
Really?
keyboard. Yeah.
I used to be able to like read music.
Okay.
I can't read it no more, but I used to be able to. I forgot.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Especially with Hunter.
So go ahead and let's give a shout to your church. Which church you attend?
Echoes of Mercy.
Echoes of Mercy.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
there. So if you go to Echoes of Mercy, this young man, Hunter Fields, is your drummer and maybe a keyboard guy sometimes.
All that stuff.
You know. So we're going to set you up for this here. Romarion, you have any talents that you want to bring to the forefront here that we don't know
Not
about?
any instruments. I mean, I like dogs. If that means anything.
You like what?
Dogs. And
Oh, do you?
cars, yeah. That's about it. I just play basketball.
If I wrote you a check today, here's your blank check. Go buy any car you want, a truck or vehicle. What would you pick?
Probably like a 1975 Cutlass.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
75 Cutlass.
Yeah.
I had a 76 Cutlass.
Bro.
Sweet ride. Sweet ride. How about you, Hunter?
I have no idea. I'm not a car guy. I don't know any cars.
Just as long as it get you here and there.
Man,
right?
if it'll run, I'll take it, man.
So we're gonna put the gas in, right?
Yeah, I got a '98 Ford Ranger. I'm just driving. I don't know.
Hey, that's a good vehicle there. That's pretty good there. Coach, coming up now, you got Tuesday night, Walker Valley on the road. We've already played them once. They got the best of us here, and then you have the next Friday off even before we play at East Hampton, I guess.
Yep, East Hamilton's next
So there's a
Tuesday.
10-day layoff there between those two games, you know, from Tuesday to the next Friday. What do you do different in those periods where you don't have as much action going on?
Practice.
Practice
It'd be
a lot.
good for us. We've played a lot of games, 5 and 6 days, and it's good for us to get back to practice and you know, trying to sharpen up and fine tune some things heading into the stretch of the season.
Yeah.
So it'll be good for us to work on different things, you know, how we're going to guard different actions and be able to focus in on those opponents.
Well, you guys both start, so you're going to be on the floor a lot unless you get in foul trouble and sit on pine time, we call it a bit. But 5 games in 6 days, you've got to have tired legs, you know, I mean, as that game progresses, because and especially in a game, you know, where, like with McMinn, where it is just intense, emotional, and, you know, the adrenaline, you go from a high to a low, maybe, I don't know. But is that tough to recover from that? It's going to give you a day off, you know, thank goodness you get 1 day off here, but.
We had a little recovery day like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
We took ice baths, so that kind of made it a little better.
Ice bath?
Yes, sir.
No, you don't do the ice baths?
Oh, I had to.
Oh, you don't look forward to those, huh?
No.
Make
was
Coach
rough.
get in there with you, you know, those ice baths.
I gladly do it.
No, I think I'll pass on that.
That's what I'm saying.
Where do we need to improve, Coach? Just been on the road seems like forever, but it's going to change. You know, it'll balance itself out there before things are said and done. And you've talked about it'll balance itself out there before things are said and done. And you've talked about this, you know, the little things, you know, going back to the games we lost, like the crazy game we lost, the first game at Knoxville. The guy throws a ball from backcourt, you know, 70 or 80 feet probably, and hits a three-pointer when you're up by 2.
Yeah.
Crazy. Things like that happen once in 909 times out of 1,000. Ain't gonna make that shot. That's just a fluke there. But going back to other games, you know, they've been close. You know, sometimes it's just one more rebound, one less turnover, or one more made shot, or one more made free throw that can make the difference between winning and losing. You know.
Oh, absolutely. Just like I said earlier, you know, that guy hit that shot.
Yeah.
But we could have kept them from getting an offensive rebound or done our job blocking out on a possession earlier in the game, and then that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's every possession. You got to have the mindset. Every possession matters.
Yeah. Down at Chat State, the championship game. A crowd, I mean, biggest crowd I've seen in a basketball game in a long time. Standing 3 deep around the end zones. There was no place to sit there. Does playing in front of a crowd like that drive you? But I mean, most of them guys wasn't cheering for you guys. They were cheering for Tyner. I'll just tell you that, you know. Does that drive you? I mean, do you feel the crowd, you know, emotion and all that?
Yeah, especially like when we having fun out there, it makes it even better because then some of them start cheering for us. They flip sides, so it makes it fun for sure.
Fair weather fans, you know.
Yeah.
Well, how about you, Hunter? What do you think?
Yeah, it's amazing. I get nervous just to go to practice, but I mean, playing in front of that crowd, that warm up was the most nervous warm up I've ever had in my life. But it was amazing. I loved playing in it.
And here's the guys playing drums in church.
I know, right?
In front of the crowd. I tell you what.
No, I looked at. I think it was you, Ram. They cut the lights off doing the starting lineup, and I just looked at them and said, "This is fun.
Yeah.
Like, this is a fun one. We got to enjoy this."
It's what you live for, man. I mean, not a lot of teams can play in games with this kind of atmosphere, you know. And it's like a Bradley Cleveland game, you know, something like that. It's just lots of fun, and the crowd gets into it, and I think the officials like that kind of thing too, you know.
Yeah, that was a great environment. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better environment there.
Yeah. Well, we hope to see more of those there.
Sure.
So we're going to have Tuesday at Mark Valley.
Yep.
And then we'll take 10 days off and be at East Hampton. And then we'll come back home for a few games there. And also a game I didn't notice, we figured this out today, we've got, is it Chattanooga Prep?
Yep, we had to move that game to the 22nd, that Wednesday.
Wednesday the 22nd.
Yeah, we were supposed to be the 23rd, but we had to bump it up a day.
We'll have to change the schedule there, we'll have to keep that in mind too. It's 22nd. That'll be a boys only
Yes, that
JV.
we're working on freshman JV varsity, so playing all 3 games.
Be a good night, so folks come on out to watch that there. We'll wrap things up. I'd like to thank Hunter Fields, you know, Taylor, whatever your name, Ram, we call you from there on. Golly, some days, you know, best to stay in bed. I don't even know what my name is right now. But anyway, Ram Taylor, we call him Ram, and Hunter Fields, 2 of our seniors. Appreciate you guys, and appreciate everything you do and how you represent Bradley Central out there, not just here at school, but on the road and out in the general public. We appreciate that. I know Coach Carpenter does as well there, Coach.
Thank you.
Until next time, we'll have this interview again later on next week, hopefully.